Welcome back to, where we dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're spotlighting the 1994 1-cent coin, an everyday penny with a face value of just 1 cent. But could this coin hold secrets that make it worth far more? Let's find out. The history of the 1994 1-cent coin. The United States Mint struck billions of 1-cent coins in 1994, continuing the iconic Lincoln cent design first introduced in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin honors the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln, featuring his portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. In 1994, these pennies were minted at 3 locations, Philadelphia and San. While most of these pennies hold little more than their face value, a few rare variations and errors can make collectors go wild. Errors and rare variants to look for. Errors can transform a common coin into a valuable collectible. Here are some to look out for. Double die errors. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice during the minting process, creating a doubled image. Look closely at the date, Lincoln's profile, or the text for any signs of doubling. Some of these errors can fetch hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars depending on their clarity and condition. Off-center strikes. These coins are struck improperly, leaving part of the design missing. Off-center errors can sell for $20 to $100 or more, depending on the degree of misalignment. Proof coins from San Francisco. If you come across a 1994 penny with an S mint mark, you've got a proof coin. These are typically higher quality and can be worth a few dollars in pristine condition. Die cracks and chips. These minor errors occur when the die used to strike the coin cracks or chips, leaving unusual marks on the coin. While these might only add a small premium, they're still fun to find. Key factors that affect value. Now, what makes a 1994 penny valuable? Let's break it down. Condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded as MS65 or higher, are far more valuable than worn coins. Always consider getting your coins professionally graded if you suspect they're rare. Rarity. Errors and low mintage coins are naturally rarer, making them highly sought after by collectors. Even a common coin can fetch a high price if it's part of a popular series or in demand for a specific collection. Current market value. So, how much could your 1994 penny be worth? Here's a quick breakdown. Regular 1994 penny usually just 1 cent, or its face value. Error coins anywhere from $10 to $1,000 depending on the type and condition. Proof coins around $1 to $20, with higher grades fetching more. Some extremely rare specimens, like high-grade double die errors, have been known to sell for thousands of dollars in auctions. How to check your coins. Here's how you can inspect your own 1994 pennies. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Examine the coin's details, especially the date, lettering, and edges. Look for signs of errors or wear. Research online. Check websites like PCGS, NGC, or eBay for recent sales of similar coins. Seek professional appraisal. If you think you found a valuable coin, consider consulting a coin dealer or getting it graded by a professional service. So, there you have it. The 1994 1-cent coin might not seem special at first glance, but with a little knowledge and some patience, you could discover a hidden gem worth big money. Check your piggy banks, coin jars, and old collections. You might just strike gold. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share your coin finds in the comments below. Who knows? Your story might inspire our next video. Until next time, happy collecting. Next today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1967 1-cent coin. From its history and design to its potential value on the collector's market, this tiny piece of metal could surprise you with its big price tag. The history of the 1967 1-cent coin. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1967 1-cent coin was minted during a significant time in the 20th century. While many countries were modernizing their coinage designs, this particular year saw some unique features that made it stand out. In the United States, the 1-cent coin, often called the penny, featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. This iconic design had been in place since 1909, marking Lincoln's 100th birth anniversary. The reverse side, until 1958, displayed wheat ears but was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design starting in 1959. But what made the 1967 penny different? The United States Mint struck over 3 billion of these coins in 1967, but they didn't include any mint marks. Why? That year, the U.S. Mint suspended the use of mint marks to discourage coin hoarding during a period of coin shortages. Design and composition. The 1967 1-cent coin was struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, following the standard composition used for pennies at the time. Weighing about 3.11 grams, it's slightly heavier than modern pennies made mostly of zinc. On the obverse, we see Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design cherished by coin collectors worldwide. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the Lincoln Memorial, with tiny details of Lincoln's statue visible inside the memorial, a feature often missed by the naked eye. What makes the 1967 penny valuable? Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of the 1967 penny. While most pennies from this year are worth their face value of just 1 cent, certain factors can make them worth significantly more. Condition and grading. A coin's condition plays a huge role in its value. Coins graded as mint state, meaning they show no signs of wear and tear, can fetch anywhere from $10 to $50, depending on the grade. For instance, a 1967 penny graded MS-65 could sell for around $20 to $30, while an MS-67 example might go for $200 or more. Error coins. But here's where it gets interesting. Error coins are a collector's dream. These are coins that were minted with mistakes, such as double strikes, off-center designs, or clipped planchets. A 1967 penny with an error could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the rarity and type of error. Proof coins. Although no proof sets were officially issued in 1967, special mint sets were struck instead. These coins have a better finish than standard circulation coins and are highly sought after. A 1967 special mint set penny in pristine condition can sell for upwards of $50. How to determine the value of your coin? If you have a 1967 penny and think it might be worth more than face value, here's what to do. Inspect the coin. Use a magnifying glass to check for errors or unique features. Check the condition. If the coin looks uncirculated or shows minimal wear, it's worth investigating further. Get it graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin's condition, increasing its resale value. Research prices. Look at recent sales on auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to see what similar coins are selling for. Remember, even small details can make a big difference in the value. Fun facts and trivia. Before we wrap up, here are some fun facts about the 1967 penny. Over 3 billion of these coins were minted, making it one of the most common pennies of its time. Due to the absence of mint marks, identifying the origin of these coins can be tricky, but most were produced in Philadelphia. Some collectors call 1967 pennies transition coins because they were part of the shift away from mint-marked coins during that period. Final thoughts. So, could that 1967 penny in your pocket or collection be worth a fortune? While most are only worth their face value, some can be surprisingly valuable due to their condition, errors, or special features. Don't overlook those small details, they could make all the difference. Thanks for joining me today as we uncovered the hidden value of the 1967 1-cent coin. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a coin collecting story. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? See you next time. Next today, we're diving deep into a tiny yet fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 2017 1-cent coin. Is it just a humble coin or a potential jackpot hiding in plain sight? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might want to check your pocket change. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1-cent coin, often called the penny, has been an essential part of daily life for over a century. But in 2017, this tiny copper-colored coin took on a new significance. While most people overlook it, some versions of the 2017 1-cent coin have turned out to be worth much more than their face value. So, what makes this coin so special? The 2017 1-cent coin was minted in the United States, and its design features the familiar Lincoln portrait on the obverse side, which has been a staple since 1909. The reverse showcases the Union Shield, representing unity and strength, a design introduced in 2010. In 2017, over 8 billion pennies were minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most of these coins are common and worth just their face value, 1 cent. But certain 2017 pennies have unique characteristics that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Let's talk about mint errors. Coin errors are mistakes that occur during the minting process, and they can dramatically increase a coin's value. Here are a few to look out for. Double die errors. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly misaligned. Look closely at the letters and numbers on the coin for a doubling effect. Off-center strikes. This error occurs when the coin isn't perfectly aligned during minting, leaving part of the design missing. Die cracks and cuts. These are raised lines or blobs caused by damage to the minting die, creating unique patterns on the coin. Take a closer look at your 2017 pennies with a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. You might just find one of these valuable errors. In addition to error coins, there are also special 2017 1-cent coins to keep an eye out for. The 2017 Lincoln Shield cent, struck as part of the U.S. Mint's proof sets, features a stunning mirror-like finish and is highly sought after by collectors. If you have one of these in pristine condition, it could fetch $10 to $15, or even more if graded by a professional coin grading service. So, what's the value of a 2017 1-cent coin? Here's a quick breakdown. Regular circulation coins worth their face value of 1 cent. Mint error coins. Depending on the error, these can sell for $50 to $1,000 or more at auctions. Proof coins typically valued between $10 and $50, depending on condition. Remember, condition matters a lot. Coins graded as MS 65 or higher can command premium prices. Now that you know what to look for, how do you identify and sell these valuable coins? Inspect your coins carefully. Use a magnifier to spot errors or unique features. Check online resource. Websites like PCGS or NGC provide up-to-date information on coin values. Get your coin graded. Professional grading can significantly increase a coin's value. Sell to collectors or at auctions. Platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions are great places to sell rare coins. So, there you have it. The 2017 1-cent coin might seem small, but it has a big story to tell. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always keep an eye on your pocket change. Who knows? That humble penny could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin hunting tips and numismatic treasures. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Next today, we'll dive into its history, explore what makes it special, and reveal how to determine if your 1982 penny is a hidden gem. Background, archival footage of the U.S. Mint and historical images of Lincoln pennies. Let's take a step back to understand the 1982 penny. The Lincoln cent has been an American staple since 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner to honor President Abraham Lincoln. For decades, these coins were made of solid bronze, a mix of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. But in 1982, rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to make a crucial decision: switch to a less expensive metal. Cut to a side-by-side image of bronze and zinc pennies. This marked a major change in U.S. coinage. Midway through 1982, the Mint transitioned from bronze to a copper-plated zinc composition. This means two types of 1982 pennies exist: the heavier bronze version and the lighter zinc version. And here's the kicker: both types look nearly identical to the naked eye. Background, Close-up shots of different 1982 pennies being examined under magnifying glasses. So, what makes the 1982 penny potentially valuable? It all comes down to rarity and errors. Collectors prize coins with unique features, and the 1982 penny has plenty to offer. 7 varieties. There are 7 distinct varieties of the 1982 penny due to the metal composition, mint, and whether the date is in large or small numerals. Identifying these can make all the difference. Error coins. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or transitional mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. In rare cases, bronze pennies from 1983 were mistakenly struck with 1982 dies, creating ultra-valuable coins. Background, auction footage and images of high-value 1982 pennies. Now, let's talk numbers. Some 1982 pennies have fetched incredible prices at auctions. For example, a 1982 small date bronze penny was discovered and sold for over $18,000. Why? Because it wasn't supposed to exist. It's a transitional error coin, minted when the switch from bronze to zinc was happening. Insert a list on screen with notable auction prices. Background, host at a desk with tools like a digital scale, magnifying glass, and a collection of pennies. So, how can you tell if your 1982 penny is worth more than face value? Follow these steps. Check the weight. Bronze penny weighs approximately grams. A zinc penny weighs about grams. Use a digital scale for precise measurement. Inspect the date. Look closely to determine if the date is in large or small numerals. Use a magnifying glass for accuracy. Look for errors. Examine your penny for signs of doubling, unusual marks, or minting mistakes. Anomalies can increase the value dramatically. Get an expert opinion if you think you found something special. Have your coin evaluated by a professional numismatist or send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Background, host holding up a handful of pennies. Even if your 1982 penny isn't a rare or valuable variety, don't dismiss it just yet. While the face value is only 1 cent, pennies minted before 1982, and some from early 1982, contain 95% copper. With copper prices fluctuating, these pennies are often worth more than face value just for their metal content. Background, a treasure chest with coins spilling out. Dramatic music builds. Who knew a simple penny could hold so much history and potential value? Check your change, dig through those old jars, and see if you've been holding on to a fortune without knowing it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more fascinating coin stories. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Did you know that a simple 1-cent coin from 2007 could be worth big money? That's right. Some of these coins are not just pocket change, they're treasures sought after by collectors. Today, we're diving deep into the history, value, and the reasons why the 2007 1-cent coin could be worth more than its face value. Introduction to the 2007 1-cent coin scene, a visual timeline of U.S. pennies featuring key designs through the years. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's take a quick look at what makes the 1-cent coin so iconic. Introduced in 1793, the penny has undergone many design changes. By 1909, the Lincoln wheat cent debuted, celebrating President Abraham Lincoln's centennial. Fast forward to 1959, and the reverse design switched to the Lincoln Memorial, which remained until 2008. Cut to a zoom-in of the 2007 penny. The 2007 1-cent coin is part of this Lincoln Memorial series. While it might look ordinary, some of these coins hold fascinating secrets that make them incredibly valuable. Historical context of the 2007 penny scene, historical footage of the U.S. Mint in production mode. The 2007 penny was struck at 2 major U.S. Mint locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Over 7.4 billion were produced that year, which might make you wonder, how can something so common be worth big money? The answer lies in unique minting errors, rare variations, and collector demand. What makes the 2007 penny valuable? Scene, a close-up of a magnified penny showing fine details. There are 3 main factors that can make the 2007 penny worth far more than 1 cent. Minting errors. Coins with minting errors are like lottery tickets for collectors. Errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or missing designs can push the value of a penny into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A double die error, for example, shows duplicated text or design elements, making it extremely desirable. Insert images of error coins with labels like off-center strike or double die error. Condition and grading. The condition of a coin is crucial. Coins graded as mint state by organizations like the PCGS or NGC can fetch premium prices. A 2007 penny in flawless condition might be worth $5 to $10, while error coins in mint state can go much higher. Seen, a collector using a grading chart. Rare variations. In rare cases, experimental coins or coins struck on the wrong planchet, like a penny mistakenly struck on a dime planchet, can fetch thousands at auction. Cut to a news article about a rare penny auction. How much could your 2007 penny be worth? Seen, a collector's display of graded pennies. So, how much are we talking about? Here's a breakdown. Regular circulated 2007 penny worth face value, but some may fetch 10 cents to 50 cents in high-end circulated condition. Mint state can be worth $5 to $15 depending on the grade. Error coins values can range from $50 to $5,000, depending on the error type and coin condition. One recently discovered error coin, a 2007 penny struck on a dime planchet, sold for over $2,000 at auction. How to check your 2007 penny? Seen, a collector inspecting coins with a magnifying glass. Want to find out if your 2007 penny is worth more? Here's what to do. Examine your coin for errors. Look closely for double lettering, off-center strikes, or unusual textures. A magnifying glass or loupe can help you spot these details. Check the coin's condition. Is your coin shiny and flawless, or is it scratched and worn? The better the condition, the higher the value. Consult a professional grader. If you think your coin is rare or has an error, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Why are pennies like this collectible? Seen, a vibrant coin auction with excited bidders. Collectors love pennies for their history and connection to everyday life. Each coin tells a story, and rare finds can be exciting and lucrative. The thrill of discovering a valuable penny in your pocket change is unmatched. Part 7, Final Thoughts. Seen, montage of various coins, with the 2007 penny in the spotlight. Voiceover. So, the next time you come across a 2007 penny, don't overlook it. Check for errors, assess its condition, and maybe, just maybe, you'll have a valuable treasure on your hands. What's the most interesting coin you found? Let us know in the comments below. Voiceover with upbeat music. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2007 1-cent coin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating coin stories. Who knows? Your next big find might be just a penny away. Next today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1967 1-cent coin. From its history and design to its potential value on the collector's market, this tiny piece of metal could surprise you with its big price tag. The history of the 1967 1-cent coin. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1967 1-cent coin was minted during a significant time in the 20th century. While many countries were modernizing their coinage designs, this particular year saw some unique features that made it stand out. In the United States, the 1-cent coin, often called the penny, featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. This iconic design had been in place since 1909, marking Lincoln's 100th birth anniversary. The reverse side, until 1958, displayed wheat ears but was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design starting in 1959. But what made the 1967 penny different? The United States Mint struck over 3 billion of these coins in 1967, but they didn't include any mint marks. Why? That year, the U.S. Mint suspended the use of mint marks to discourage coin hoarding during a period of coin shortages. Design and composition. The 1967 1-cent coin was struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc, following the standard composition used for pennies at the time. Weighing about 3.11 grams, it's slightly heavier than modern pennies made mostly of zinc. On the obverse, we see Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design cherished by coin collectors worldwide. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the Lincoln Memorial, with tiny details of Lincoln's statue visible inside the memorial, a feature often missed by the naked eye. What makes the 1967 penny valuable? Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of the 1967 penny. While most pennies from this year are worth their face value of just 1 cent, certain factors can make them worth significantly more. Condition and grading. A coin's condition plays a huge role in its value. Coins graded as mint state, meaning they show no signs of wear and tear, can fetch anywhere from $10 to $50, depending on the grade. For instance, a 1967 penny graded MS-65 could sell for around $20 to $30, while an MS-67 example might go for $200 or more. Error coins, but here's where it gets interesting. Error coins are a collector's dream. These are coins that were minted with mistakes, such as double strikes, off-center designs, or clipped planchets. A 1967 penny with an error could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the rarity and type of error. Proof coins. Although no proof sets were officially issued in 1967, special mint sets were struck instead. These coins have a better finish than standard circulation coins and are highly sought after. A 1967 special mint set penny in pristine condition can sell for upwards of $50. How to determine the value of your coin? If you have a 1967 penny and think it might be worth more than face value, here's what to do: inspect the coin. Use a magnifying glass to check for errors or unique features. Check the condition. If the coin looks uncirculated or shows minimal wear, it's worth investigating further. Get it graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin's condition, increasing its resale value. Research prices. Look at recent sales on auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to see what similar coins are selling for. Remember, even small details can make a big difference in the value. Fun facts and trivia. Before we wrap up, here are some fun facts about the 1967 penny. Over 3 billion of these coins were minted, making it one of the most common pennies of its time. Due to the absence of mint marks, identifying the origin of these coins can be tricky, but most were produced in Philadelphia. Some collectors call 1967 pennies transition coins because they were part of the shift away from mint-marked coins during that period. Final thoughts. So, could that 1967 penny in your pocket or collection be worth a fortune? While most are only worth their face value, some can be surprisingly valuable due to their condition, errors, or special features. Don't overlook those small details, they could make all the difference. Thanks for joining me today as we uncovered the hidden value of the 1967 1-cent coin. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a coin collecting story. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? See you next time. Next to where we explore the fascinating world of rare coins and collectibles. Today, we're diving into the story of the 1962 1-cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, you'll want to stick around because this seemingly simple coin could be worth far more than its face value of just 1 cent. Let's find out why. The 1962 1-cent coin, often referred to as the Lincoln cent, was part of a long-running series first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birth anniversary. By 1962, the design was already well established, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the iconic wheat ears or memorial design on the reverse. In 1962, the coin was minted in 2 locations, the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without a mint mark, and the Denver Mint, denoted by a small D mint mark. Over 1.6 billion were minted in total, making it a common coin at the time. But don't let those high numbers fool you, some of these coins are worth much more today due to their rarity, condition, and intriguing errors. Let's talk about the coin's composition. The 1962 penny was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that iconic reddish-brown appearance. Its weight is approximately 3.11 grams. The obverse side features a detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, with the word Liberty on the left and the year 1962 on the right. Above Lincoln's head is the phrase, "In God We Trust." The reverse side showcases the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959, along with the denomination 1 cent and the words, United States of America. Just below is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum. So, what makes a 1962 1-cent coin worth more than face value? It comes down to three main factors: condition and grading. Coins in pristine condition, known as mint state, or MS, can fetch significantly higher prices. A 1962 penny graded MS 65 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC can sell for $20 to $50 or even more, depending on demand. Rare errors. Coins with minting errors are like hidden treasures for collectors. Look out for double dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. For instance, a 1962 penny with a double die obverse might sell for hundreds of dollars. Proof coins. In 1962, the Philadelphia Mint also struck proof coins. These are specially made for collectors, with a mirror-like finish and sharp details. A proof 1962 penny in top condition can be worth $10 to $30. Want to find out if your 1962 penny is valuable? Follow these steps. Check the mint mark. Look for a D below the date to identify a Denver minted coin. Some errors are specific to certain mints. Examine the coin's surface. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling on letters, numbers, or Lincoln's profile. Weigh your coin. A genuine 1962 penny should weigh around 3.11 grams. Significant deviations could mean an error coin. Get it graded. If you suspect your coin is valuable, consider sending it to a professional grading service. Their certification adds credibility and can increase the coin's value. Now, let's talk about market value. Most circulated 1962 pennies are worth around 2 cents to 5 cents due to their copper content. However, coins in mint state condition or those with errors can sell for much more. At recent auctions, 1962 pennies with unique errors have sold for $500 or more. Proof coins in perfect condition have also been known to bring in premium prices. So, check your pocket change, you might have a hidden gem. To sum it up, the face value of the 1962 penny is just 1 cent, but its real value can range from a few cents to hundreds of dollars, depending on its condition, rarity, and unique features. That's why every coin has a story, and it's worth taking a closer look. Who knew a humble 1-cent coin could hold so much history and value? If you've got a 1962 penny in your collection or pocket change, take a closer look, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. And let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and
Next
happy
to our
collecting.
channel.
Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coins to uncover the hidden secrets of the 1987 1-cent coin. You might think it's just a penny, but could it actually be worth much more? Let's find out. The 1987 1-cent coin is a part of the United States Mint's long-running Lincoln cent series. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin replaced the Indian head cent and has been in circulation ever since. Cut to vintage photos of Abraham Lincoln and early designs of the Lincoln penny. But what makes the 1987 1-cent coin special? Let's take a closer look at its design, history, and some surprising details that collectors love. On the obverse, we have the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, are found just below Lincoln's shoulder. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo, which was used on pennies from 1959 to 2008. Cut to an animated timeline of Lincoln cent designs from 1909 to 1987. The 1987 penny was struck in two major mints, Philadelphia and Denver. It was composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a composition introduced in 1982 when the mint shifted from the heavier bronze alloy due to rising material costs. The face value of the 1987 penny is, of course, just 1 cent. But did you know that some of these coins are worth far more to collectors? Their value depends on factors like condition, errors, and even rarity. Text on screen: face value $0.01, collector's value up to $3,000 or more in rare cases. That's right. While most 1987 pennies in circulated condition are only worth their face value, uncirculated examples, or those with unique errors, can fetch impressive prices. Let's break it down further. Here are the key factors that can make your 1987 penny worth big money. Mint errors examples include double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. These mistakes make the coin rare and desirable. High-grade condition coins graded MS65 or higher by the professional coin grading service can command high premiums. Proof coins: although proof pennies weren't minted for general circulation in 1987, those from collector sets are highly sought after. Cut to a certified MS67 1987 penny being displayed with its grading label. A 1987 D penny in pristine condition sold for over $3,000 at auction. That's because such coins are incredibly rare in mint state. If you want to check if your 1987 penny is valuable, follow these steps. Inspect the coin for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling in letters or numbers, or any unusual features. Check the condition: does it have minimal scratches, strong luster, and sharp details? Weigh the coin. Rare pre-1982 bronze planchets occasionally show up in 1987 pennies, and they weigh 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams. Get it graded. If you suspect your coin is valuable, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Lincoln pennies are some of the most popular coins among collectors, not just because of their rich history but also due to the thrill of finding rare varieties. The 1987 penny is a great example of how even modern coins can hold significant value. So, the next time you come across a 1987 penny, don't just toss it into a jar. Take a closer look. You might be holding a tiny treasure worth far more than its face value. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of coins. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest uploads. Thanks for watching. Happy collecting! Next, today's video, we're diving deep into the history, face value, and surprising worth of the 1981 Lincoln penny. Segment: Brief History of the 1981 1-cent coin. The 1981 Lincoln cent, or penny, is part of the iconic series that has been minted since 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of his birth. Close-ups of different years of Lincoln pennies, with 1981 highlighted in bold. In 1981, the United States Mint produced these pennies in massive quantities at its Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco locations. However, what makes this coin special is not just its history but also the transition it represents. 1981 was one of the last years pennies were made primarily from 95% copper. Starting in 1982, pennies shifted to a predominantly zinc composition, coated with copper. Segment: Production details. So, how many 1981 pennies are out there? A lot. Let's break it down. Philadelphia Mint over 7.4 billion produced. Denver Mint, nearly 5.5 billion. San Francisco Mint, these are proof coins made for collectors, with around 4 million minted. Visuals footage of coin presses stamping pennies. While these numbers might make the 1981 penny seem common, certain variations, conditions, and errors make some of them incredibly valuable. Segment: Face value versus collector value. Alright, let's talk money. The face value of the 1981 penny is, of course, just 1 cent. But its collector value can range from a few cents to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Here's what determines its worth. Subsegment A, condition/grade. Condition is king in coin collecting. Coins graded by services like PCGS or NGC as mint state 65 or higher can fetch anywhere from $5 to $50. Proof coins from San Francisco, especially in pristine condition, can be worth upwards of $10 to $100. Subsegment B, errors and varieties. Now, this is where things get exciting. Error coins can skyrocket in value. Keep an eye out for these, double die obverse, letters or numbers that appear doubled. These can sell for hundreds of dollars. Off-center strikes, if the design is visibly misaligned, you might have a winner worth $50 or more. Repunched mintmarks. Check the D or S mintmarks closely for overlapping impressions. Segment, the copper factor. Did you know that the copper content alone in a 1981 penny is worth more than 1 cent? Because it's 95% copper, its melt value fluctuates with the price of copper. As of today, that value is around 2 to 3 cents per coin. However, melting pennies is illegal in the United States, so their true value lies in collecting. Segment, how to identify valuable 1981 pennies. So, how can you tell if your 1981 penny is valuable? Follow these tips. Look for mint marks. Proof coins from San Francisco or high-quality ones from Denver and Philadelphia might stand out. Examine for errors. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to spot double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. Check the grade. If your coin looks uncirculated, consider getting it graded by a professional service. Post demonstrating how to examine a coin under a magnifying glass and using online resources to check values. Segment 6, why collectors love 1981 pennies. Collectors love the 1981 penny because it represents the end of an era for copper coins. Plus, with so many variations and errors, it's a treasure hunt waiting to happen. Even if you don't find a jackpot coin, every penny has a story worth exploring. Now it's your turn. Go grab that jar of pennies and start hunting. Who knows? You might uncover a hidden gem worth big money. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more coin collecting tips and treasures. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Next to where we uncover the secrets and stories behind some of the most fascinating coins in history. Today, we're diving deep into the 2013 1-cent coin, an everyday coin with some hidden gems of value you won't believe. Is your spare change worth a small fortune? Let's find out. The history of the 1 cent, the 1-cent coin, popularly known as the penny, has been a cornerstone of American currency for over 2 centuries. Introduced in 1793, it has undergone several design changes, but one thing has remained constant: its cultural and economic importance. By 2013, the penny featured the iconic Lincoln design on the obverse, introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The reverse side showcased the Union Shield design, symbolizing national unity, which replaced the Lincoln Memorial design in 2010. The 2013 penny was minted in large quantities by the Philadelphia and Denver mints, marked by a P or D mint mark under the date. However, there's more to this story than meets the eye: the face value versus real value. Now, let's talk about its face value. As the name suggests, the 1-cent coin is worth just 1 cent. However, depending on its condition, rarity, and unique features, its value can skyrocket in the collector's market. Coin grading plays a huge role here. A 2013 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition with no scratches or wear is highly desirable for collectors. Coins graded as MS-65 or higher can fetch anywhere from $5 to $50, depending on the demand. But wait, that's just the beginning. If your 2013 penny has unique errors, like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, it could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. Some of the rarest and most valuable 2013 pennies are error coins. These are pennies that didn't quite come out of the minting process perfectly. Let's take a closer look at some error types to keep an eye out for. Double die errors. A slight doubling of the design, especially noticeable in the lettering or Lincoln's face, can make a 2013 penny a collector's dream. Off-center strikes. If your penny's design isn't properly centered, it could fetch a high price. Clipped planchets. If your coin looks like it has a bite taken out of it, it's a clipped planchet error. Another sought-after feature. BIE errors, a small die crack that creates a raised line between the B and E in Liberty on the coin can increase its value significantly. The metal value debate. Interestingly, the 2013 penny isn't just valuable to collectors. Its composition also makes it intriguing. Modern pennies, including the 2013 version, are primarily made of zinc with a thin copper plating. While their melt value is less than a cent, discussions about the future of the penny continue to fuel interest in these coins. Now that you know what to look for, it's time to dig through your piggy banks, jars, and drawers. Here's how to check your 2013 pennies. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to examine the coin closely. Look for mint marks, doubling, or any unusual features. Assess the coin's condition. Is it shiny and uncirculated, or is it worn and scratched? Compare your coin with online resources or take it to a professional coin grader for an official assessment. Some 2013 pennies have sold for big money at auctions. For example, a 2013 penny with a dramatic error or perfect grade has been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. These coins prove that even the smallest change can make a huge difference in your wallet. Wrapping it, so, the next time you find a 2013 penny, don't just toss it aside. Inspect it carefully. You might be holding a piece of history or a hidden treasure. Who knew a simple 1-cent coin could have such an incredible story and potential value? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating coin stories. Until next time, happy hunting. Next to the channel. If you're into collecting rare coins or just curious about the history and value of everyday currency, then you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that's probably hiding in your pocket or wallet right now, the 1995 1-cent coin, or the penny. You might think it's just a penny, a tiny copper coin worth, well, 1 cent. But, as with many other coins, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Today, we're going to talk about its value, history, and why some 1995 pennies could be worth way more than just 1 cent. So, grab a snack and get ready to discover the surprising truth behind this little coin. Let's start with a quick history lesson. The 1995 penny, like all modern pennies, is part of the United States Mint series of coins. The obverse of the penny, or the front side, features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This image, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been on the penny since 1909, and it continues to appear on every 1-cent coin produced today. But, unlike earlier versions of the coin, the 1995 penny saw some important changes in its production. In the 1980s and 90s, the U.S. Mint began producing pennies primarily from a copper-plated zinc composition, which replaced the nearly all-copper pennies that were in circulation for decades. This change was driven by rising copper prices, making the copper-based pennies more expensive to produce than their zinc counterparts. Now, you might be wondering, what's the value of the 1995 penny? And that's a great question. If we're talking about face value, it's worth exactly 1 cent, just like every penny minted before and after it. But here's the thing, though its face value is only 1 cent, the story doesn't end there. There are certain factors that can make a 1995 penny worth a lot more. It all comes down to condition, rarity, and sometimes, a little bit of luck. One of the most exciting things about the 1995 penny is that it comes in a variety that can make it highly valuable to collectors. We're talking about the famous 1995 double die obverse penny. So, what's a double die, and why does it matter? Well, a double die is a type of mint error where the die used to stamp the design onto the coin malfunctions. As a result, the image of Lincoln and the text, Liberty and, In God We Trust, appear to be doubled, an effect that gives the coin a distinctive, blurry appearance. These double-die pennies are extremely sought after by collectors because they are rare and unique. So, if you have a 1995 penny in your collection, it might be worth more than you think, especially if it shows the double-die feature. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much could a 1995 double-die penny actually be worth? Well, the price depends on the condition of the coin. A typical 1995 double-die penny in circulated condition might fetch anywhere from $100 to $300. But if your penny is in mint condition, graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, it could easily sell for over $1,000. In fact, some of the finest examples have been known to sell for upwards of $2,000 or more at auctions. Okay, so how can you identify if you have one of these valuable 1995 double-die pennies? Here's a quick guide. First, take a close look at the lettering on the front of the coin, especially the word Liberty and the motto, In God We Trust. On a double-die penny, the letters will appear to have a shadow or a second outline, giving the appearance that they are doubled. Next, look at the date. If you see a noticeable doubling in the 1995, that's another strong sign. It's important to remember that not all 1995 pennies have this doubling. It's a very specific and rare error. If you think you found a 1995 double-die penny, you can have it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and value. Aside from mint errors, there are other factors that can affect the value of a 1995 penny. Coins in uncirculated or high-grade condition are often more valuable. If you have a penny that's almost as good as new, meaning it has very few scratches, dings, or signs of wear, it's going to be worth more than a heavily worn penny. Additionally, if you have a 1995 penny from a specific mint, like the Denver or Philadelphia mint, it could affect its rarity and demand. The 1995 Philadelphia penny is more common than the Denver version, but even then, certain rare variations could make them more valuable. So, while the face value of the 1995 penny is just 1 cent, the potential value of certain specimens, especially the 1995 double die, can be much higher. In some cases, that humble little penny could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right collector. Who would have thought that a coin worth just 1 cent could be worth so much more, right? If you have a 1995 penny lying around, make sure to check it closely for any unique characteristics. And if you find a rare double die, congratulations, you might just have a little treasure on your hands. Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin tips and valuable insights. And, if you find a rare coin, let us know in the comments. See you next time.